Hi friends, welcome to my channel if you're new, welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. My name's Jonathan, I make luxury videos, unboxings, and reviews, and today we have a triple unboxing, so let's get into it. The truth be told, I had pre-ordered one of these items and the other two I was fully not expecting to pick up. However, there is a huge event happening in the summer here in Toronto, and so one of these items fits that theme perfectly. And this is, I believe, one of the first times that Toronto has hosted such a huge event. So I feel like the piece that I sporadically picked up definitely will be sold out, at least here in Canada. So I wanted to make sure and secured that piece in advance. And then naturally, when my client advisor and I were chatting, I was literally at Louis Vuitton for over 2 hours. We were looking through all of the cool little trunks, exotics, and he pointed out this piece. It is not a trunk, it is not exotic, but you might not see me unbox any of these for the near future just because I promised myself that I would not add more of these in my collection this year after I reached a certain point. And so we are so close to that point now that these might be the last ones that I ever unbox in my collection. So there are 3 SLGs in here and then one beauty item. The beauty item, you're going to know what it is. It's going to be another lip balm refill. I absolutely love the Louis Vuitton lip balm. It is so smooth, it smells really good, and the one thing that I don't like about these is I go through them so quickly, and they are about $86 each to refill. So I think I might need to stock up on these just a little bit. So that is item number 1. And then these are all of my receipts. One of them is an online order, and my client advisor was so gracious to give me 3 samples. He gave me Afternoon Swim, Imagination, and Meteor. So 2 of these I already have the full bottles for, so I will definitely be putting these in my bag as touch-ups. And then I think I've tried a Meteor before, but I can't recall. So super excited to give that one a go. And now let's get into the 3 SLGs that I did purchase. So the first item came in this box right here, and you're probably already going to know what these are just because you all know how obsessed I am with these pocket organizers. And so the first pocket organizer that I did get, this collection released, I want to say, over 20 years ago, and similar to the Murakami collection and a lot of the re-releases that they are doing now, couldn't afford Louis Vuitton at the time. And so the collection that I picked up this time was from the Perforated line. Super cute, and I got the yellow pocket organizer. They do come in blue, and as well as you can get them in different SLGs as well, such as the multiple wallet, as well as the passport cover if you are interested. And I do believe they do have some women's items for the perforated line as well, and they do come in men's handbags as well. So there's a variety of different products that you can get with this. However, I chose to opt for just the pocket organizer because as much as I loved how this looked, I don't think I would enjoy it so much as a bag silhouette. So I stick with pocket organizers. Here is an up close shot of the perforated pocket organizer in this yellow color. One thing that I absolutely loved about this pocket organizer is the fact that it is lined in this suede material. So it makes the canvas feel so much more softer. And then as you can see, it does come with a little stamp on there. There's 2 Louis Vuitton paddles and what looks like a ping pong ball. And I believe this one does retail for 700 Canadian dollars. I will put the actual retail price up on the screen. I can't recall at the moment, but this is what the back looks like. And as you can tell, there is no back pocket for this one, unfortunately. So cute. And now let's go on to pocket organizer number 2. So this next pocket organizer, for some reason, they didn't wrap, which is totally fine. However, this one and the next one were 2 pocket organizers that I was not fully planning on picking up. However, when I saw it in store, I was like, immediate yes, just because this one matches the theme of the event that is happening in Toronto. And with high school graduations coming up and Father's Day is just around the corner, I wanted to make sure that I got this item in the event that it does sell out, because this is the new sports themed pocket organizer in the soccer print. And so Toronto is hosting, I believe, 13 games this summer. And so I imagine that this pocket organizer is going to sell out super quickly. I'm hoping that Louis Vuitton comes out with a FIFA stamp, because I do want to get it stamped on the inside with that. And I'm hoping that it'll say the year. But this pocket organizer I thought was super detailed, because you can actually see like the 10 on 10 players. You can see the little referee, the soccer ball, the goalies. It is just super cute and super detailed. So I just had to add it into my collection. And last but certainly not least, the last pocket organizer that I picked up is also going to be from the sports line. And funny enough, this one was a little bit more difficult to track down than the soccer one, which I thought was quite interesting, because they didn't have this one actually on display. I had inquired about it just to see if they would have it, because when I checked online for in-store availabilities, nowhere got it, and I was kind of surprised. And so the client advisor that I was working with found this for me in one of the drawers. It wasn't even out on display, so he thinks that they must have just gotten it in. And so I got the cute catamaran pocket organizer. I absolutely loved the dark blue color of this and the little boats. I'm not a huge sailboat person, but now that I have all of these sports themes, I'm really hoping that they come out with a football one, because my dad is a huge football fan, as well as we should get an ice hockey one, just because we're from Canada and ice hockey is our favorite sport. So hoping to add a football as well as an ice hockey one into the collection, but super grateful to be able to add these two new themes today. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed today's video. So this might be one of my last pocket organizer unboxings for a little bit. I only have one more spot left on my shelf for them. So I really, really, really want to be picky about which one I add next. I know there is a Vernis pocket organizer coming. There is another pocket organizer in the shopper tote style, exact orange, exact blue, that I might consider. So there's a bunch of them that I would like to add. However, I don't want to add another shelf, just because once those shelves are filled up, that would make about 64 of them in my collection, and I think it is time to pump the brakes on those for now. However, with that being said, if you like this kind of content or simply want to see more of me, then definitely hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.